Hello YouTube. I thank you for stopping by. We're in the middle of getting ready to try to get back in the wilds. Hopefully this Amok Draumr 3.0 is going to make that happen. So what we've been doing is we've been looking at new gear. We picked out the old gear that we want to take. Now we've got to pick out clothing and food. So that's what we're doing here in my guest room. Now, I say guest room. If any guests come over, they got to throw their clothes on the floor because that chest of drawers is full of all my camping gear. So let's see what we got and what we want to pick out. We got to keep in mind that this is going to be a winter and cool weather camp, so let's get with it. Now, first of all, I have to wear these knee braces. I've had to wear them since I was in my 30s. If I don't wear them, my knees hurt very bad, and that's no fun. If I do wear them, I'm good to go. These things are a lifesaver. So if you have sore knees, you might try some of these spandex braces. Okay. Now, next of all, these are from my bicycling. What these are sleeves for your arms. Light, polypro, warmth to weight ratio, very good. I sleep in them. They don't bother me a bit, but they sure do keep the chill off. So I will be taking these sleeves. Gloves. I've got, the Gore-Tex gloves and the woolies. But what I like is around camp, I like the fingerless woolies. You can see I've almost worn these out. But I will take my fingerless woolies for maybe sleeping in. I got these very light polys that are quite warm really for their weight. Just bought these. They've got the little finger things on for doing your cell phone. But since I don't have one of those don't really help me. But they were dirt cheap on sale at REI. I think 30% off. They're Black Diamond, good name. So I'll take those. And if it gets real cold, I'll have my mitts. Now, mitts they're warmer than gloves because gloves let cold air go around your fingers, where mitts, your hand is together and it's all in one warm little cubby hole there. So mitts are warmer, so I'm going to take my mitts. These are my summer shirts. I'm not going to take any summer shirts. I like to hike in these nylon fishing shirts myself. Then I can put a base layer like this sweater underneath it, or long johns. Now this sweater is really not for backpacking because it's cashmere. Oh man, there is nothing finer than cashmere. I would dress myself from head to toe in it if I could afford it, but it's just so darned expensive. But this is a real old one. It's got a few holes in it, so I can't wear it to the disco anymore. So I think I put it into the backpacking gear. May take it, may not. I'm going to have to decide on that. Polypro underdrawers. They're pretty good. They keep the sweat away. I don't take any. If it's got cotton in it, it doesn't go out on the trail with me. So it's all synthetic or down what I take. Now I also take a bandana. I take a handkerchief, and I take a towel. But lately I've been using this little super absorbing towel from REI. Lightweight, doesn't take up much room, and it absorbs quite a bit for its size. So I really like that. During the summer, I hate mosquitoes with a passion. And I've tried a head net, but it lays against my face. I found this head net, and I'm not even sure where, I've had it so many years that I don't know, but it's got a little metal thing on it that keeps the net away from your face. And boy, do I like that. Keeps the mosquitoes away from your face too. But that's for summer, I won't be taking that. Hats, I've got several. This is a summer big bill hat. I wear that on the boat because it's a floater. It's made to float. Then when I'm camping in very hot weather, I usually use this one right here. Nice hat. And then of course for the winter and any other time when I'm in my shop or whatever, when it's cool, I love my all wool fedora. You know, I bought that many years ago. I thought it was very expensive, but you can see, except for the sun bleaching in it, that's what color as it was, but you know, the sun has bleached it out. But other than that, you'd think it was brand new, and I'm telling you, I wear this all the time. So that crushable hat, you know, you put it in your pack and it comes back to its shape, and I just can't talk highly enough for this wool hat. First time I've ever bought a buff. I tried it. It was on, you know, sale again at REI. It felt really good on me. It seemed that it was warm. It's got a small beanie, thin beanie that I can pull over my ears, and if I'm cold, and still wear this hat. So I'm going to give this buff a try. We'll see what happens on that. A couple of more hats. I've got the bomber hat. This is nice and warm. And then I've got a woolly hat. These two are for sleeping on cold nights. Keeps your head warm. And I don't know which one I'll take. I'll take one of them. Okay. Let's see if I need to turn this over a little bit more for the socks. There we go. Socks. Boy, do I love these merino wool socks. I really do love merino wool. So I'll take a pair of those. For sleeping, these big thick wool socks are pretty nice. They'll keep your feet nice and toasty. So I'll probably take one of those too. Long underwear. Anything that cotton, I don't take. This got 30% cotton, so that's out. I will take my Poly Pros. I've got 2 pair. I'll take a pair of Poly Pro long underwear. Seeing as how I can't afford merino wool long underwear. If I had an extra $15 or $150 that I could throw away, I'd buy me a pair of those merino wool underwear. But these keep you nice and dry and warm, so they're fine. Pants, got a pair of Columbia conversion pants. You can take the legs off for shorts. I've got a pair of Mountain Hardware. I've got a Bum Equipment, and then I've got some insulated pants. So I'll wear one of these, and I will take the insulated pants in case I get cold. The booties we've already talked about. I'm looking forward to seeing how these will work around camp. I've never had them, but boy, when you put your foot into them, they are super warm. They're kind of hard to get your foot in because there's a piece of elastic in here that goes around. So you got to kind of wiggle your foot in and get your foot down below that. But once you do, it feels really nice. Okay? Pillow. I'm a kind of guy that I have to have a pillow to sleep. I just do. If I don't have a pillow, I don't sleep. This is a luxury, but it's a necessary luxury for me. But a while back, I've used this a couple of times. I bought this at REI. I don't even know if they carry it anymore, but It's a stuff sack with nice soft fleece in it. So it's multiple. You can carry your clothes in it at night, turn it inside out, stuff something in it, and you got a nice soft warm pillow. So that I really like this, and it's double use, so I won't need to take a pillow. Rain gear. Gotta have rain gear, summer or fall, winter or spring. This is my Columbia with its pants. Now, it's very nice, and it's very, very expensive. I don't know, it's Gore-Tex. I don't know if I had to do it again, if I would do it. I'm not sure with the hip belts and the shoulder straps on a pack, Gore-Tex works all that great. But around camp it's wonderful. Now I would like to have one of those packets that Shug Emery has reviewed. And it really seems like a nice system, that packet system. But, you know, it's like everything else, it's expensive. The cheapest model is 118, then I think it's 200, 250, and if you want Cuban fiber, it goes all the way up to 300. But I learned a long time ago that if something fails you out in the wilderness, you could be in trouble. So if something doesn't fail, there's no such thing as expensive. If it does fail, there's something definitely called cheap. So expensive is relative. If it keeps you out of problems, it's not expensive at all. So there's my rain suit, kind of bulky. It does roll up in a stuff sack, and I can put it in there easy enough. And then I'll have my new parka. Really, this seems really nice. I'm really anxious to see how it's going to be out in the wilds. So I will definitely take that. It's just going to be a weekender, a long weekender, so I don't need a whole lot of clothes, but I want to take enough to keep me out of trouble and keep me comfortable and keep me warm. So that gives you kind of an idea of what I'm going to be taking. And the next thing is to pack this up, add it to the pack weight, and next is the food. So let's go see what kind of food we have available to take, and we're wrapping this experiment up to the point of getting out and trying it all. So let's go into the kitchen and see what we got. Alrighty, food. Very important part of anything. But when it comes to backpacking, I like food that's quick, easy, simple, fast, and good. And this is kind of what I take. And a lot of this stuff I like to eat around the house. So, first of all, for breakfast, you really can't beat a Pop-Tart. I've been carrying Pop-Tarts for many years, and it seems like Pop-Tarts have got better as the years went by. So Pop-Tarts is a good thing for breakfast. Then lunch, I like ramen. They're cheap. You can buy 3 for $1. Used to be able to buy 4 for $1, but still 3 for $1's all right. Can of chicken to put in with it. You just can't beat it. Now, a friend of mine that's in the San Diego Backpacking Club, he says there's a guy that always brings ramen on their trips, and everybody kids him that, you know, even the bears won't eat ramen. But I like it. I like it even around the house. So that's one thing I take. And I try to, if I take 10s, I try to eat the 10s first, because that's a little more weight than the others. Dinner, I like this Mountain House a lot. Now this, I've had this for a while, but it says it's good till 2018, so I still got plenty of years in it, so I'll use that. Breakfast again, or dinner. I've Backpacker's Pantry, I've never had this. It's called huevos rancheros, or ranch eggs. I'll report to you on how good this is. I don't imagine, you know, it's as good as the local Mexican restaurant, but what is? I mean, if you ever come to California, you'll see that, oh man, the Mexican restaurants in Southern California, they are good. They are, or most of them are really good. Some of them are beyond good. I love it. Another lunch. As you can see, I like peanut butter anyway. It's one of my weaknesses. So I like peanut butter and crackers. Now, I don't know if you've ever seen these little REI bottles. But what you do is you just put the peanut butter or mayonnaise or whatever you want to carry in, fold it over, and then use this thing to seal it off. And it works good. I've never had anything leak on me in these things. So until they do, I'm going to keep using them. So peanut butter crackers is a good lunch. Also smoked oysters. Oh, smoked oysters and crackers is heavenly. Now, one of my wives, can't remember which one, but one of them, we were out on a day hike and I pulled this out for lunch, and she looked at that and almost, oh my God, you want meaty? Look how disgusting those things look. Give it a try. So I went onto my map and I was doing stuff and got a little busy. Came back. She'd plowed through 3/4 of the tin. Well, thank you very much for leaving me half. She was an oyster convert. So they may look disgusting. They taste like heaven. If you haven't tried them, try them. Another good thing for lunch is a couple of tortillas and some Underwood chicken spread or Underwood deviled ham. Very, very good. Now, I don't like Spam. Now, I see it on the shelves, but I don't know if we eat Spam all that much in California. But I know that there's millions of people that love Spam. I mean, they go all out for it. So I'm not going to knock Spam. It's just that I'm not one of those that like it. So a couple of tortillas, a couple of Underwood deviled ham is nice. Now, usually I won't take chicken, oysters, and ham because these are cans. So I'll kind of spread them out on what I want the most that particular time. But the cans I try to eat first because that'll lighten the weight. Now, when it comes to crackers are wonderful with the oysters and the peanut butter. But if you're going to squirt some peanut butter on a cracker and these crackers are mashed to dust, they're not going to help you. So what I do is I put the crackers in one of these Nageline canisters. I'm not sure, it doesn't weigh too much, the canister, but it'll protect your meal, you know, and that's important. So the canister I also put some hot chocolate in it, enough for however many days I want. I also take some of these. This is called Sleepy Time tea. I use this at home if I'm tense or something before bedtime. I might make up a cup or so, and it seems to, you know, relax you and send you off to dreamland. So Sleepy Time tea is for me, and I'll put a few in there also. And then last, I don't know if you've ever seen these. If you're a coffee lover, these are like tea bags. like Lipton tea bags, and they make a very good cup of coffee actually. If I don't want to make a whole pot of coffee, I'll pull out these all the time. They're good. They're good, they're light, and they make a good cup. So, hey, those will go into the canister, chocolate will go in the canister. Now, also I make up some trail mix. Whatever I like nuts, pistachios. I'm not a raisin fan. Shredded coconut, maybe some dried bananas, whatever. In the store, they've got tons of dried stuff now, and I just make a big batch of trail mix to my liking. And then if I'm on 1 day, 2 day, 3 day, or 4 day, I'll make 1, 2, 3, or 4 little pouches of it. And in the morning, I'll put it in the pack, and as I'm walking, I'll just nibble on it. Works out good. Most everything else, I may separate breakfast, lunch, and dinner into a plastic bag and stick it in the bare canister, other than the crackers, because they'll get mashed. But that makes organization a lot easier. You can take out your bag of trail mix, and at night you can pull out one of your dinner, lunch or dinner, or whatever, and it makes it a lot easier to separate. For me, it does. Some people don't even care about that. They just reach in there, whatever they grab, that's it. So, food is relatively simple, easy, quick, and stuff that I like. And that's what I'm going to be carrying. It's going to only be a long weekender, so I'm not going to be carrying a whole lot. But I'll be carrying enough to satisfy me, that's for sure. So that about does this. I guess the next video will be me packing up, seeing how much everything weighs, put it in the car, and headed to the mountains. Boy, I mean, I can't tell you how marvelous that sounds. I'm looking forward to sleeping in this new Amok hammock, and I'm expecting to get a pretty good night's sleep, consider I'll be in the mountains. So, let's see where it goes. I hope you stick with me and see what this outdoor adventure's going to be all about. Again, YouTube, I appreciate you stopping by, and until next time, I wish you well. Take care.